Alright guys, so I'm pretty excited for this little series as it's going to work for me as well and for my business, and you can literally copy it and implement this into your business no matter what you're doing. So what we're going to be doing here is creating a list and building it, which is a very profitable thing to do if you can get a very targeted list that are very responsive and you know how to market to them correctly. But say you've never done this before, I'm going to show you how you can set this up from scratch so you can have a website. You can implement an opt-in page on there where they can chuck their name and email in, and it'll automatically be sent to your email marketing service that'll store the email, and then you can create email campaigns to these different users that have signed up to your list. But the first thing we need to do is actually use one of these email marketing services to actually create this list. And for this example here, I'm just going to use it for my business, socialmediamansion.com. And I'm going to use the Optimized Press theme as it's got a great inbuilt opt-in forms here already, and it just makes life so much easier. I'll touch on how you can implement a little opt-in form with coding and whatnot a bit later on, but this is just going to be the fastest, most simple, done-for-you way to do it, and another reason why I recommend this Optimized Press 2 theme to you guys. And again, I'll put a link next to the video for that. But let's just jump into it here. If we hit Optimized Press, Dashboard, and we hit email marketing services. Again, you can see I set up this website in the website series. But we go here, and you can see up here are a bunch of different email marketing services that you can use to for users to sign up, and this is where their emails will be stored, and this is where you'll do your campaign. Normally, I use Aweber. It's a bit more expensive than some of the other options, but it's definitely one of the market leaders, and the majority of online marketers do use this service just for the added benefits. But say if you're just getting started and you want a free option, I recommend using MailChimp, as it's just simple again to set up, and it's just easy to do. So if you click on MailChimp here, it asks for our MailChimp API key. So what we're going to do first is we're going to head over, I'll show you briefly here, this is aweber.com if you guys are interested in checking out Aweber. Otherwise, we'll head over to MailChimp, and I've created an account. It's really simple too. I'll even just show you guys here. We'll go MailChimp.com, hit the sign up free button up here, and then if it's as simple as that to sign up, it asks you for your email, then you confirm your account through your email, and that's it. Once you're logged in, what we first need to do is we need to create a list. So creating a campaign, as it says there, the campaign is actually what's going to be sent out to your list, but we first need to create a list to get users to sign up and add it to. So we're going to hit create list, and up here, we're going to call this list Facebook Ads Social Media Mansion. Oh, sorry, email. Via our leave it as that. And I'll leave them all unchecked because it can get pretty annoying when you get hundreds of emails coming in. So we'll dismiss that for now. So it's as simple as that, and that list is now created. So what we're going to do now, you can see these different options here. We can manage subscribers here. We can add them personally straight up. There's sign up forms if we want to build and design a sign up form. We can go over the settings here and to see some other settings that we've got going on there. So I'm just going to pause this video right now, and I'll be back to you guys in 1 second. Alright guys, so now that we have our list created, what we're going to need to do now is create our API key to input into our optimized press theme. So how we do that is we go Luke, or whatever your username is for your page, account settings, we go to extras, we go to API keys. Actually, before we do that, what I'll do is I'll show you guys here how we can have 2,000 subscribers here for free, and we can send 12,000 emails until from now until August 18th. So you can see it's a pretty good service for free here. Obviously, when you pass those limits, then you need to start paying for your monthly subscriptions, but they're not that expensive. And if you have a good list that converts, your costs are covered straight away. Anyway, we got extras, API keys. And since we haven't created one yet, we're going to create a key. And you can see here, this is our API key. So what we want to do now is we want to copy this here. I want to head over back here. I'm going to paste our API key straight there. And we're going to save settings. And it's as simple as that. So now that's hooked up and talking to each other there. What we want to do now is we want to create a page for our opt-in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to pages, page builder. I'm going to call this one opt-in. Actually, we'll call it I pay you guarantee. And we're going to use a save preset for now. We'll leave it as a standard page. And proceed to step 2. I'm going to get rid of all of this. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a video and an opt-in here. So we're first going to add the video in. I'll add it to YouTube now actually, and then I'll be back in 1 second once I've uploaded it, and then you guys can see the video itself. So back in 1 second. Alright guys, so I thought I'd just quickly show you guys the upload process for this YouTube video again. In case you can't see something too many times, it's always good to learn again. So again, sign into your YouTube account at youtube.com, hit the upload button. We're going to then select our files. I'm going to go to my Seagate drive as I uploaded this onto there. And you hit your file and you hit upload. We'll start filling this stuff out here as well. So we'll call this one actually, before I even type any of this, I'll tell you what this video pretty much says. Because I can offer SEO services and social media marketing services, I've decided to try to get clientele through social media by getting them to sign up to this opt-in forum. And the way I'm doing this is putting a video on this page with an opt-in forum next to it. So this video basically, I'll put the link in the sidebar here if you want to watch the full video, but basically what I've done is create an irrefusable offer where you can go in, you'll watch the video, you'll pretty much call BS on me straight away because I'm offering to pay the actual client money if I, one, can't rank their site in Google on page 1 within the time frame given, and 2, if I can't get leads coming in today through social media. And you've seen through this program itself, as soon as we get ads up and as soon as we get some traction happening, leads and fans start coming in right away. So if the best way to think of this stuff is to phrase it as if you're the customer. What are they going? If you're going to get someone to help do your online marketing or your social media marketing, what is the best way to do this? So if you can create a giant statement that's just absolutely ridiculous, like I'm paying you to do work for you, and you can call BS on this person straight away. The best way to create trust is to actually prove to them how you actually can offer this. And in this video, I state these things. I even say you're probably calling BS on me right now, and that's good because it's a smart thing to do, and you're a smart person to be thinking that. But here is how I'm going to do it, and here's why you should work with me, and here are the top 3 things that I can do for you guys for your business, and then tell them to actually go in, type their name and email in the opt-in form, and then give them a bonus as well to actually push them over the edge. So it's such an irrefusable offer that they just have to sign up because they're getting so much value for just chucking in their email and their name. And then in another video from here, once we've got them signed up, I'll show you guys how we can then convert them into actual paying customers. So what I'm going to do here is type in here, I will pay you today. So there we go. And again, as I've said in some other videos, I'm not the best at SEO, but I've got a great team behind me that actually can offer a 100% guarantee that your site will be ranked page 1, or we will work for free until it is. And the bit of the trick here as well, I will pay them, but I'll pay them $100. And the whole thing is to get them signed up as a client, get them to trust you, and then if the results don't come through, I'll just pay them $100. They get paid, and we'll continue working for free as well. So if you have a client as an SEO or social media client, and you've signed them up for 2, 3, 4 months or whatever, and you need to pay them $100 at the end if it doesn't work, so be it. You've still made a good profit there as well. But in saying that, you should be sure that this, whatever you're offering them, you can fulfill and you can give them. It's all about trust here, and I can guarantee these things on this page. So that is my irrefusable offer. So it depends on whatever niche you're in. Think of a creative way to get them on there, and think of something that people aren't doing, and create that trust. Make them call BS on you. Show them the reason, the results, sorry, so they can actually believe what you're not just saying. You can actually back it up with proof, and then you can create an irrefusable offer that way. You can see there's a bit longer to go here. So what I'm going to do is I'll pause it, and as soon as this is uploaded, we'll go back to the opt-in forum and we'll finish that off. And then from there, I might stop this video and we'll create another video, creating some ads, sending them to our opt-in page, and then I'll show you how it links all together and how it works and how we can start creating this list today. So back to you guys soon, and we'll see how we go. Alright guys, so while that YouTube video uploads, I thought we may as well just continue on creating this little opt-in page here. So let's just jump straight into it. So the YouTube video is going to go here. Let's add a headline above this. Again, it's always good to test different opt-in pages, see what works, what doesn't. We'll put a headline in here. Maybe we'll call this headline it's a bit bigger. We'll change the theme style up. Maybe we'll do something we'll do this in there. We'll change the color of it to a nice blue. Maybe make it a bit bigger than that. And we'll keep it on one line. Hopefully that'll do it. Cool. What we'll do now is we'll remove all these top buttons up here, because with an opt-in page, we don't want them to go anywhere else besides the only clickable button, which should be the video, and the opt-in press button, submit button, sorry. So we're going to hit here, we're going to go layout, we're going to go page thumbnail, sorry, we're going to go header and navigation, and then we will turn off the navigation bar alongside the logo here. What I might do in a minute is recreate the header so I can center it, but we'll see what we can do if we do it here. Actually, it'll still be to the side, so we'll come back in a minute and we'll re-upload this so we can have the logo in the center of this page rather than on the side. Sometimes takes a minute to work, but once it's there, there we go. So what we'll do now is, and remember over here the show and hide, we can see what it looks like, what the page will look like, and if you open this again, it'll open the element box so we can add different things into the live editor. Here is where we're going to want to add in an opt-in box. What I'll just touch on here actually as well is the overlay optimizer. Really cool feature inside of Optimize Press 2, which allows us to have a button. The button might say click to sign up, and then a little pop-up will come up just like this box here actually, where we can enter our login, our emails, our names, whatever we decide to put in there. Hit OK, and this little pop-up box will disappear back to our actual site that we were on. But for this case, we want to make it as quick as possible for the user to chuck the details in, make it no pain at all for them. Simple, add the email, hit the enter button, and simple as that. So that'll make it just one step instead of two steps, which would have previously been opening the overlay optimizer, then putting your details in that way. So what we'll do, we'll hit opt-in box for this one. We'll choose which box we want to use. I think I might use this one here. And integration type, so we don't want to use custom form. Here we want to use the MailChimp, and because we put the API key in, this will be in this little MailChimp option will be there. So we hit that and provide a list. Will show us all the different lists we've created, and you remember we created the Facebook ads social media mention list, and the more lists you create, they'll be in this drop down box here. What we want to do is uncheck double opt-in. This is what I personally do, but if it's up to you if you want to do this or not. Basically, what a double opt-in is, they'll enter their email and name here and hit enter. They'll then be sent an email from MailChimp asking if they want to confirm this this subscription. So they need to do two different steps here. So if we take it off, whatever email they enter will go straight into our email list software, and that's it. We can straight away target them. Double opt-in means they'll hit enter here after they've chucked their email in on our social media mention site, but then they'll get an email to whatever the email they've entered asking if they want to confirm this and they want to be added to this list. And once they confirm that email, they'll then be added to the list. Some people say it's good to have a double opt-in as it minimizes the number of spelling mistakes that people make in their email and stuff like that, and to make sure that the list is extremely targeted and it's people that really want to be there. but others say it's better not to do this as the email might get lost, their confirmation email may get lost in their junk, or they may not open it, and you've paid for the click-throughs and then you haven't actually got an email out of it in the end. So I'm just going to leave this one out. Thank you page URL. So this is, if we want to, we can create a page in our live editor that says thank you for signing up to this list, we'll be in contact with you very soon, or we can send them straight back to our homepage if you want to. So I'll leave it like that. I'll just leave my homepage in there for now. This is where we can decide if we want to have their name or their email address or whatever they're asking for. I've just left it as name required and email address. We'll leave it as that. But if you want to, you can remove the name field, which means all they'll need to enter is their email address, which means less work for them, which might mean a slightly higher number of people that sign up. But if they're just entering that name, I just leave it as that. Up the top here, we're going to head over to content. So this is where we actually customize the box itself. So let's just start putting in some information here. Or maybe we'll write something like get and here we can change the button if we want to, but we'll leave it as that, and we'll call the and we'll insert that. So you can see that's now there. We'll add the video here once it's uploaded, but what you can see here, I'll publish it, make sure this is on publish, and then we'll hit save and continue. And now it's saved. And it's uploaded and it's ready to go. So what we'll do now is quickly we'll test it. I'll copy this and we'll open it in a new browser. You can see this is at 50% now. So this is a new browser. This is what the page is going to look like. Again, I'll change it a little bit so I can center this and put the video in here. It's good to have everything that you want the user to see above the scroll line. So you can see that everything's here. What I'll do is I'll enter my email address. It's another one of mine. My name's Luke. I'll sign up now. And it takes me back to the home page now. So everything worked there. What we need to do now is go back over to our MailChimp account, and I'll show you how that email name we just put in has now been transferred over to our MailChimp account. And it may take a few minutes to do. It also says that here in the opt-in box, so it might take a minute to be retrieved from the provider. So if it's not there now, we'll come back in a minute, it should be there. But we'll head over to the dashboard, go to list, and you can see right now it says 0 subscribers, but in a minute it should be added to that section there. Something else to talk about is autoresponders. So if you don't know what an autoresponder is, pretty much what it does is when someone gets added to your list, it can trigger emails that have been pre-made to be sent to your list itself. To save you time from going into every single person and sending them individual emails, you can preset emails to be sent out to these people right away. So for example, in this case, because I'm using a free account on MailChimp, I won't be actually able to use an autoresponder. and that's in the paid account only. But if I use my Aweber account, or if I do decide to sign up to MailChimp and pay for the service, then I can use an autoresponder, and it just saves so much time in going and actually, rather than going back and forward emailing and try and track your list all the time, who's been sent what emails, who's been sent this, who's been sent that. You can set them all up as autoresponders. You can send them out to be drip fed over a specific amount of time, and it just saves a lot of time there as well. So what I'll probably do later on is go in and change the API key over to my Aweber account and create an autoresponder in there. So as soon as anyone signs up to this list, they'll straight away be sent a bit of a questionnaire so they can fill that out, send it back to me, and I can go away and get a bit of a scan done of their side and their competitors and whatnot. But I'll show you that process once we get people signing up. So yeah, we'll try the list now, and it might be there now, but it might take a few more minutes, and it does look like it's going to take a few more minutes, so we'll leave it at that for now. Just to speak for another couple of minutes to see if this works, what we need to look at after this is getting some ads done up to send people from Facebook, specifically business owners, from Facebook to this opt-in page and then get them to opt in there. I've already got a social media management Facebook page set up. I'm in a bit of a 50-50 on if I want to restart that completely or if I want to just keep running with it. As a few years ago, I had a competitor chuck a bunch of fake fans on it, which completely wrecked my analytics, and I haven't been very active on it at all since. So I probably should restart it and start from scratch. But for these purposes, I'm not actually trying to create an audience on Facebook. I'm trying to get people to opt in. So I might just stick with the page I've got for the time being when I start to do these ads. So we'll try lists again now. Still 0, so I'll wait till this YouTube video finishes. We're 50% still now, so we'll let that load. I'll come back to you guys soon, and hopefully the subscriber count should have gone up then. So back in a minute. Thanks. Alright, so the video's finally uploaded. It actually took a few tries to get it up there because I just kept on pausing and my internet's being horrible. But it's up there now. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this link here. We're going to go over to our site, which is here. We're going to add in a video. We're going to make it YouTube because that's where it is. We'll put it in. We'll make it 640 by 360. I want to take up as much space as possible. Do we want it to autoplay or do we not? Up to personal preference. Sometimes it can be a bit intimidating when a video autoplays, but again, if we're wanting to get minimize the steps and we want to get them engaged right away, we can have autoplay on. So we'll leave it on for now. We'll hide the YouTube control bar and we'll have it there. Insert that. And we'll save. And now we're done. So what we can do, we can view it, what it will look like.
What is going on, everyone? Luke McGuire from Social Media Mansion here.
There we go. So now it's all up and running. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head back over here. We're going to save and close it. And we'll click out of that one. And everything's looking good. So now we're ready to go. I'll stop this video now, and in the next lot of videos, we'll have a look at how we're going to create the ad and how we're going to send them to this opt-in page. And another thing I'll quickly show you guys over here, if you see here in the lists, we've got one subscriber, which is the one that finally came across that I just did a test before. And if you ever want to edit any of this, select it, you hit delete. Again, I really recommend making sure you can making sure your subscription works, because there's nothing worse than if you started to send ads, paying for ads, sending them over to watch a video, and then they can't actually subscribe. So make sure it works and test it and test it and test it religiously. So that's it for this video. I'll speak to you guys in the next one.